spinners are actually getting more purchase.
Very similar to his dismissal in that second ODI. Short and wide and spanked away through that offside. A boundary after 52 deliveries, and Nathan Ellis is disappointed with himself.
100 on the board. Now this is the hallmark of an established player. Even though you get into a defensive mode, but whenever the opportunity presents itself for the ball to go towards the boundary line, you have to stay alert. And Babar Azam was. Passed on that particular delivery, which was wide and short.
This one even better. The chase will be on for the sweeper. Should be a couple. But you also notice Nathan Ellis, because he was predominantly bowling those cutters into the surface. Josh Inglis had his helmet on and was up to the stumps on the first three deliveries, in fact. Once that boundary was hit, he's decided to go back to his original position. So that allows for Babar to move around in the crease as well. A lot of the times to create your own length, or to throw the bowler off his length, to meet the ball earlier. The batter might just bat out of his crease, but now Ellis has come back up, straight up to the stumps.
Oh, Nelly!
105 for 4. This is what we're talking about. The one on the left today with the keeper up on both occasions. Very similar in where it's pitched. A slow one. Hits one of those cracks and darts back in sharply. The one on the left today may be just doing a touch more than the other day. Babar Azam did review that, lost that review, and it was a good one from Nathan Ellis. Bit of a tweak in the field, just adjusting the two men square on that offside. Change of personnel as well, swap around. A wideish third point fielder, the sweeper in between as well. That is straight. That is very straight. Is it continuing too much with the angle?
Where was the impact? That was the question, and that's what they are discussing. Was it outside the off stump? And they have already decided it's not worth it. Outside the off stump, marginally.
Yeah, just outside that off stump. Just put a little bit of question mark into Arafat Minhas. That Matt Short does have the one that continues on into the left-hander. That one did not spin. Just mind to watch out for something that is in front and in line with the stumps. Inside edge on that as well. So is why the bowler did not encourage the captain to go for that.
Yeah, the reason why Dharmasena is enjoying a very good series here, because it's a normal thing for him to umpire on turning tracks. Hails from Sri Lanka, but the pitches have improved there.
Cut away and through, and the two men inside the ring. Arafat Minhas picks up his first boundary.
It was a gift, wasn't it? It was short and wide, offered ample time for Arafat Manhas to decide where the ball is going. Was aerial, but away from the fielder.
Boundary just releases a little bit pressure on Arafat Manhas. Short and wide.
Oh!
Touch quicker, a touch straighter to end the over. 109 for 4.
Pakistan within touching distance now, 49 needed. Plenty of wickets in hand. Babar Azam, the guiding light in this run chase on 38. I think he's played the variation superbly. And he's been so switched on regarding the defensive technique. And that's the way I guess to bat on this surface. And a big test for Arafat Manhas also. His technique is being challenged, his temperament is being challenged. Australia in desperate need to find a wicket or two. Zampa has been a typical Zampa. We haven't seen a lot of variations, a lot of chances taken by him. He's been like he usually is.
Oh, down!
Maybe with a bit more flight and loop. But he hasn't got a lot of purchase out of the surface, so he's not been as threatening as some of the other bowlers.
Modern day white ball cricket, you're expecting to score quickly, expecting to get boundaries and make a play. But these surfaces haven't allowed that, and today, especially with pace being a modest one, you have to really rein yourself in. Babar has done that. Arafat Manhas also will be told that not a problem if you don't get a boundary. It's not a problem if you're not scoring quickly because everything is under control.
He got a good one. Cut him in half, as they say. Ball stopping a bit, and then the off-cutter there, shattering the stumps. Mas Sadakat there, leg before wicket. And then Rory there trying his hand at a slot sweep, missed it completely. And the last man dismissed. He got a beauty. Salman Ali Agha. There was a puff of dust as that ball landed on that hard length and spun across sharply. Very good catch by the keeper. 46 of 129, so not about balls versus runs. It's about making sure that wickets do not fall.
Oh, so that's a lovely ball.
The one change that Australia had in the 11 was Cooper Conley. Interesting that he's not had a bowl yet. Left arm spin. And the finger spinners have got a lot of response off the surface, so as of yet, English hasn't thrown the ball to Cooper Connolly at all.
A bit more flight, just wanting the batsman to take an aggressive route. Not to be. He defends again, Arafat. 112 for 4. A couple of test matches in the Caribbean and then the all-important big series versus England in England. 3 tests. Headingley, Lords, Edgbaston, August 19 till September the 13th. Letting that fielder come in. So we've got a straight shot cover. Oh, what a beauty that is. That is a ripper. What a ball. A snotter. Turned him around. Opened him like a can. And, well, a breakthrough and a massive one for Australia.
Yeah, Kuhnemann has been threatening to do this. Finally, he gets one to pitch leg and head off. Fabulous delivery. Babar misses it. He's been beaten quite a bit by Kuhnemann, but this time he rattles the stumps. Needed a quality delivery to get rid of Babar. He's out for 40, 112 for 5.
Abdul Samad is in, and that last dismissal has got to play in his mind a bit, because it really was a terrific ball that spun from leg to off. So 46 runs still needed. Australia have struck, but they need to continue to strike and find success. That's good bowling. He's getting the ball to spin from closer of the bat. But this is something sensational and special. Look at the trajectory of the ball from leg to off. Incredible delivery. And that too to a set Babar Azam when he was batting well on 40. Still can't seem to believe it.
Oh, that's
Australia
nice,
would
Mortimer.
want Pakistan to feel the remaining runs as a ton of pressure and double the chasing runs. It's all about maintaining pressure out there, especially on the newcomer. Oh, gets another good one. But it was, well, you got to say, nicely played in the end. He just went forward and just kept at it.
He's done this every over. One delivery or a couple of deliveries from about middle and leg, turn and bounce away.
Clearly a puff of dust as that ball landed on that length. So things happening. Bowling is 8th over. 2 more overs left. What a great over. Absolutely great from Kunaman. 112 for 5. Oh, that ball is now spinning like a top. And so this has now certainly become a bit of a tester for Pakistan. Look at that. Impossible to play.
Matthew Renshaw into the attack. Left arm batter, left-handed batter, so right arm round the wicket.
Oh! Yes, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have a bit of a laugh. I think it's Inglis there with a bit of a laughter. Cheeky one. And he goes again. So straight away, batsman is on the back foot, and that's what happens. You've got to give yourself time to adjust to that extravagant spin, and the best way to do that is to maybe play off the back foot. Let's see whether it works or not. Edge and taken. Brilliant piece of catching. It is happening for Australia, and Pakistan certainly going down. That is unhappy and a bit disappointed. But this was getting tough and tough now. First Babar Azam, and now it's Arafat Minhas who has been held beautifully in the slips by tall Cameron Green.
Yeah, turn and bounce, plenty of bounce. A little juggling act from Cameron Green, but he holds on. At Renshaw with the ball turning sharply. First wicket for him in international cricket. Minhas out for 912 for 6.
Pakistan against the wall. Shadab Khan is in, but Australia sensing a kill. The ball is spinning a mile suddenly. There's a sweep shot, and it's been fielded there. I think that's the best way to bat for Shadab on this surface. But he's forced to be on the back foot and just hanging his bat at that one, and a very good catch in the end. He kept his eye on the ball and pulled off a good catch. Oh, spinning back into the stumps, but it's a guessing game for the umpire. That ball is spinning a mile. Australia thinking, what are they thinking? The arrest timer is just about to go bust. They let it go. 6 down for 112.
just struck him outside off stump. That was the discussion. Wingshaw trying to convince English that maybe it struck him in line. Back-to-back wickets. Babar and Arafat.
We're talking of partnerships that need one right here and right now. Both batsmen are not.
Game on.
Struck him outside the stumps, would have been umpire's call. If it had given it out, it would have stayed out. So close thing. Kunaman 3 for 30.
Oh.
It's got to just shorten the length for that ball to take effect of the surface. Yeah, there's got to be more there.
Happy ball.
He's bowled very well throughout the series, has Kunaman.
Thanks, lads.
His lengths throughout these 3 games have been very good.
Yeah, that's played quite nicely in the end. It got big on him, but he didn't really push hard at it. Labuschagne, excellent work in the field. The dugout is getting just a wee bit restless. Right, so there's little phase of Kunaman versus Babar Azam. Have a look at the links and the turn and the angle. Beautiful piece of left arm spin bowling. Beating him consistently, and then he got a great one in the end. Turned him around, and what a beauty that was. Babar Azam doesn't play the sweep shot, so he was kind of stuck in the crease and only had one option. Whereas Shadab will look to do that, just to put him off his length. That's a very good option. Picks up 2.
Yeah, just push forward with the way that Kunaman is bowling. There is that opportunity with that outside edge. But Shadab, good form, batted very well in the previous game, so he's got confidence with runs in the previous game, so might just play the spinners better.
Can they have a fielder around the corner for a top edge? There's a little bit of discussion, and I think the deep square leg fielder is coming into the circle. That's a much better field set now. Australia reading this quite well. What is he thinking? He's got to make sure he doesn't get out. Get a partnership of sorts. Oh, that is extremely well played in the end. That really is terrific from Shadab. Somehow managed to squeeze it away from the stumps for a run. Have a look at this one. Oh, he somehow managed to keep that one away from the stumps and the pads. Even Kumar Dharmasana felt there's a lucky break. And it's drinks time here at Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. Good that Shadab is in a bit of a form, because they need him to be out there and get a partnership and maybe get Pakistan over the line. 42 to win, 4 wickets in hand. A nice shot. Yeah, we've reached that situation where even a single has to be appreciated. I mean, Pakistan have got themselves into such an awkward position. But credit to Australia. They've played, once again, a wonderful hand, especially with the ball.
Catch it.
That's well fielded, and shy at the non-strikers in. That's good fielding. Cameron Green from 6-6-6-7 fielded that one quite nicely. Yeah, bending low and bring the presence of mind, back flipping it at the non-striker stumps. To get some purchase out of the rough. It's been given a wide. Six down for 119. Pakistan winning the first one comfortably for 5. Australia roaring back with a 41-run win, and this is going right to the wire. Can't pick a winner at this stage. 39 of 102 balls, so on a goodish surface this would have been walk in the park, but the ball is turning a mile, and the flow is with Australia.
टट्टी खाने वाला पाकिस्तान हारेगा.
Batting prowess certainly is scrutinized in such tight games.
इधर गोबर समाज बैटिंग कर रहे हैं.
That's why it's important for the tailenders to be good tailenders, or the late
और इधर
middle order
गोबर
batsmen,
सादा
whatever you want to call them.
टट्टी बैटिंग के साथ इधर सोफा
10,000
सेट
things
बैठे हुए
going through his
चुंगम कर
mind.
रहे हैं.
Shine Afridi. He had this game covered for most part of the evening, but certainly now Pakistan in a bit of
सोफा
a
सेट
difficult
मैच 3 विकेट
situation.
लिए.
Got the rules again. Oh, nice ran.
The one thing that English will have his eye on is that he's only got 1 over from Kuhneman. And he's
शादाब
got
भाई,
a couple of overs for Zampa, so he'll have to rely on
शादाब कट पेंट में थोड़ा सा टट्टी
all
लगा
his
हुआ है.
mainstream spinners.
Oh, that's a nice line, man.
And he'll probably be waiting for a little bit longer, ideally to get a wicket
शादाब
and
थोड़ा
then bring
प्रेशर देगा
Kuhneman
तो
on, or just
टट्टी शायद
slightly
बाहर
longer
निकल जाएगा.
before he gets him to bowl his last over.
I think Ellis could be handy as well. Still got 3 overs left. Ellis. And that could be
शादाब भाई थोड़ा
critical
टट्टी
phase
खा लो.
of bowling as well. So Pakistan got to play out the entire innings quite cleverly. 6 down for 120. So one ball can be picked now, right till the 50th. So Australia taking the time, making sure that they probably pick a rougher ball, which is easy to grip. I think it's Manas Labuschagne who's going to roll his arm over. If different to Zampa, he's got more loop and maybe more spin. And so Australia thinking out of the box. They're introducing a half bowler at this stage. Let's see if he can bowl the channel, bowl the length.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise. Manas with his leg spin now. This could be a very inspired move, or it could go sideways because he might just toss up a few and an opportunity for a boundary.
Starts off well. Australia looking for a bit of spin from Manas Labuschagne. So how can he get the ball to tweak? Maybe a bit more flight. Oh, it's a beauty. Engaging him into a drive. Somewhat missing that one. But that's the ball to bowl. Good revs on the ball, and that was a good one actually. It spun quite extensively.
Just feel these next 10 runs so vital.
Could have a man in the slips. I don't know whether they're looking for a catcher right now. It's just allowing Manas Labuschagne to get into some kind of rhythm, so giving him a bit of security in the field. But I think slipper is needed. The ball is turning sharply. That's an excellent over so far. What an over. Brilliantly bowled by Manas Labuschagne. It's a maiden, and 6 down for 120 Pakistan.
Australians are still hopeful for a positive result. Giving everything. Plenty of options being used by the Australian captain. And the spinners haven't disappointed the captain. He has led the pack. Kuhnemann with 3 wickets for just 34 runs from his 9 overs. Daily want another one from here, Australians. Whole wicket to wicket. Got the surface to respond to his style of bowling.
Oh, nice ball.
Shadab is one batsman who knows how to handle the pressure, making sure that he gets to the pitch of the ball, smother the spin.
And this might be just the most important over of the game. Last 5 deliveries in the spell of Matt Kuhneman.
Oh!
How watchful and how close is that? Shadab looking confident after a good knock in that previous game. Wasn't able to get Pakistan over the line. Now 38 of 88. Australia making a real game out of this. Every ball is a bit of a hard skip.
Yeah, no protection for the left armour behind the square on the onside. That's why he tried his luck, Shadab Khan, to release the pressure. Very watchful.
Nerves, tension, fingers crossed as to which way the final turn this game will take. Matt Kuhneman, once again a phenomenal spell. Latest wicket, that of Babar Azam. Rank long hop and gets the deserved treatment. That boundary will allow Pakistan to breathe.
Well, let me tell you, any batter batting in this situation, hope for such a delivery. That was a dream delivery and dealt with. Pressure releaser. I wasn't expecting that kind of a delivery from Kuhneman.
Mid-wicket goes to the boundary for the final delivery. Oh, what a delivery. What a retort from Matt Kuhneman. He completes the spell. And a good one that is. 38 for 3. Pakistan 124 for 6.
It's all about pitching the ball in the right areas, and this pitch will respond.
Manas yet to give away a run. 7 deliveries, dots in a row from Manas Labuschagne. And this is the final roll of the dice. One more wicket here. Quicker one, just played off the off stump for 1. Or if you're looking for a royal lifestyle, Kingdom Valley is the place to be. Could be your next destination.
We're gonna have one up.
33 of 82, so the runs v ball is not a concern. Shadab 8, Abdul Samad 4, 13 of 35 between the two. It is just the extreme spin, the low bounce that is asking questions. There, rank long hop. He'll feel he's missed out here.
Yes, Ren.
Pick it up on stump mic as well. Mana's not happy. Shadab has missed out on that one. Well, it's fair to say it's become a low-scoring thriller, this. Pakistan bundling out Australia for 158.
Oh, nice, man.
And still 33 runs, and Amir Sohail, Pakistan viewers have become used to a little bit of tense watching.
That's nicely swept, running hard, but only a single available there. Now, one must admit, cricket has been absorbing and engaging. We're so used to see boundaries and sixes hit, but this kind of a cricket has its own flavor. Oh, come on. Oh, commitment. Commitment. And ran only 2. Should have been 3. Should have been 6, to be honest. It was a juicy full toss.
It's all good with that boundary. Pakistan required 30 of 78. Lowest targets Pakistan has failed to chase in ODIs in the history of the game. 26, 168. So that meddling number of 158 in between that. But it's been a long time since Pakistan has faltered. Last lowest chase back in 2013 that they couldn't get over the line. So Pakistan should back themselves. Matt Renshaw. Yeah, definitely. The way the modern game is tipped in the favor of batters with generally good batting tracks in wide ball formats. This has been a grind, a real test of temperament and skill and technique. That is why this one's going down to the wire as well. Right then, Pakistan, the official mobile handset partner in this series, Vigotel.
That's better, big fella.
Now, Renshaw is looking to bowl that attacking line outside the off stump, hoping that he'll be able to create a bit of gap between bat and pad.
Sweeps it right in front of the stumps, but does a good job in the end. So picks up another couple in that empty pocket down the leg side. 26 now for Pakistan.
Every run in this situation is a gold dust for Pakistan. And he knows the art of scoring runs, Shadab. Got plenty of experience. And he's been exposed so many times in such situations, Shadab Khan. And he's got the answers.
Greeny, yeah, Greeny there.
A lot of fielders on that leg side just moving around for Shadab. Last ball. 2 men close in, mid-wicket square, very close, and there's patrol on the fence as well on that leg side right of your screen. .133 for 6. Pakistan required 25 of 72. What does Josh Inglis throw at Pakistan? His potent weapon in terms of seam has been Nathan Ellis. And there he is. He has 3 overs up his sleeve. Maybe Adam Zampa from the other end, who's got a couple of overs. 1 run to Pakistan there. Oh, super soft premium detergent powder. Cleans like a dream. But just has to be careful of the slow one that just darts back in off the surface.
It is intense, isn't it? Engrossing stuff, this. Everybody's anxious.
The captain's got his pads on, sitting sidelines in the dugout. Shaheen Shah Afridi. There it is, the one that just comes back in sharply. More importantly for Pakistan, another one ticks by.
Yeah, partnership is 23 from 48 deliveries. Not bad given the situation. Inching close to the target.
He's done well. Abdul Samad gets Shadab back on strike. It was the pace on delivery, 139 Ks full. Had a little bit of a discussion. Shadab walked down to Abdul Samad. Make sure the plans are clear. Nothing fancy, nothing extravagant. Pakistan just need to stay in there and roll over these 22 runs. A slow floater. Well, we know who the lucky winners are for the brand new Vigotel smartphone. You can scan that QR code. Also download the PCB Live app. Download and win. As we await the winner of the series. Pakistan required 21 to go back-to-back series wins against Australia. Oh, brilliant. A flick of the wrist, a dispatch into the leg side. And Samad brings up 4.
Yeah, in this over, he has over-tried things. Bowled out of desperation, hence offering an opportunity to a Pakistani batsman to make the most of it. Nicely on driven. Always gives you a pleasure, this stroke.
So good productive over for Pakistan. 9 coming off it. They only require 16 now. 142 for 6. Adam Zampa to bowl his 9th. Pakistan requires 16 of 66. And a match-winning partnership being put together between Abdul Samad and Shadab Khan. 30 of 52.
He's handled the pressure quite well, Abdul Samad. He was very watchful to start with. He was making sure that he defends well and eventually has started to stroke the ball well. A very handy partnership and a timely partnership of 31 between these two.
Yeah, ones and twos all too easy, so you need to block something out. Gosh, Inglis has just brought mid-on back up in the ring, asking Shadab to go over. Short and wide, should look to pick up two from that offside, and they do that. Probably now time to maybe bring another fielder in. Let's make things tough. Entice the error from the batter, because sitting back and allowing for those ones and twos, Pakistan will get home comfortably. So only 13 now.
And once again, a very good performance from the left arm spinner. Exploited the conditions quite well. Gave sniff of a chance to his team to win this one. But the problem is you can only bowl 10 overs maximum in this format as a bowler.
An all-round performance. A complete quota of 10 overs in all three games and bagging 5 wickets in the series. Important ones and important timely strikes. And has really showcased left arm spin bowling throughout the series. A single is available down the ground if Abdul Samad gets a fuller pitched delivery. Happy to block it out in no rush whatsoever, Pakistan. And I just feel now mid-on has been brought up. It's probably time to maybe bring long off up as well. Long off still remains on the boundary for that final delivery. Straight to the sweeper, but big pocket down there on the offside for a couple. Over goes for 6. Pakistan require just 10 now.
Critical partnership, 36 of 58. Pace saving, and in a way now it's march to the victory for Pakistan courtesy of this partnership. So it's done a very good job, and at long last there's a bit of a smile on his face. It's tense to say the least, throwing hard on that gum. Good that Shadab was or has been in good form with the bat, because that has allowed him to play this very good innings.
Yeah, the mayor of your selection in the side is how you handle different situations, and Shadab has got the experience and ability deal with different situations, and he stays calm. That is the plus point when you talk about Shadab. Knows how to handle pressure. And he's been ably assisted by Samad, who in his own rights played really well given the situation.
That's well managed in the end, really well played in the end, because there was a tough ball to play in, so he played it late and then he was off that for that single as well, so well played.
That was a brilliant call from Shadab. He seized on the opportunity. The ball was played with a softer hand and off he went and got there easily. Showing game awareness, Shadab.
That's a nice one through the offside, and more runs for Shadab. Nicely timed for at least 2, if not 3. All right, now a strike away from a win, Pakistan. Hard fought and well deserved.
Yeah, it's a prerequisite for a batter to be successful on a pitch like this. Play the ball late. And that's what he did, Shadab. Allowed the ball to come close to him and then armed the gap for a couple of runs.
Credit to Australia for making fist of things. This should have been a straightforward win for Pakistan, but how well they've come back and made it tough for Pakistan. That one kept extremely low.
He knows how to handle those deliveries which actually keep very low. Remember that delivery from the left arm spinner Kuhnemann? Went really low, Shadab, to deal with that. He watches the ball very closely. Till the last moment, Shadab.
Gets one on the gloves. It's a kind of pitch where there's been variation, and Ellis has been on song. Almost there. And Afridi will or should lift that trophy.
How many times you have seen a shot like plays in an ODI, and especially in this situation? The reason why I feel they're being placed there, because a couple of times in the previous over of Ellis, there was inside edge onto the pad, went aerial.
Oh, nice now.
End of the 41st, 152 for 6. Chalk and cheese, the two dressing rooms. Pakistan, just about 20 minutes back, were a bit tense and restless. Zampa has gone wicketless, and that's the thing that has sort of hit Australia a bit hard, because they needed more out of him in the wickets column. But he's been well managed by Pakistan, so Pakistan on the threshold of another series win against Australia. Gets it over the man at mid-on, may just trickle down into the fence. Right, couple of runs. Shadab, you know, some innings may not look great on the scorecard, but this 23 not out has actually meant Pakistan getting over the line. Three needed now. Australia dragging this game into the 41st or the 42nd over. Gets it past the infield. This could be it. Pakistan have got two, and so scores are level. He's been the find of the series, Arafat Minhas. Showed good skills with the ball, very good temperament as an individual, played those crunch moments quite cleverly. And Shadab is back in batting form, which is good for Pakistan. They need him to be in form because he allows them that balance with both bat and ball. Right, a run away from a win. Hits it hard over the top. One bounce over the rope. Pakistan has the series. Third consecutive ODI series win against Australia. This is massive, and the crowds are happy. Scraped through in the end, but it is their day, their night, and they were better than Australia.
Yeah, people question Shadab's selection, but how